Hi everyone, I'm Shabaz and I am a YouTuber.
Hello everybody.
Hey guys.
What up everyone, it's
You're beautiful.
Hello guys, how you doing?
Hi sisters.
What is up guys?
Hey guys.
What's up everybody?
Welcome everyone.
What's up?
Hello friends.
YouTube, one of the biggest industries in the world. More people are now watching online creators than actual television. With over 400 hours of footage being uploaded every minute, 1.8 billion users logging in daily, and an estimated $2 billion given to content creators. It's no wonder why YouTube pulls in 3 times as many views than traditional celebrities. Book deals, sell out stadium tours, appearances on major television shows, films, makeup lines, and a lot more. But despite all of the fun your favourite content creator appears to be having, there is a dark side of being a YouTuber.
We're gonna need to go away for a little while.
You guys, I think I need a break.
I literally don't know what I'm trying to do.
I'm not happy all the time.
I am mentally and spiritually exhausted.
Please can you die soon? The world would be a better place.
This is literally my dream, and I'm so unhappy.
People in the world are evil.
I'm not 100% happy.
And sometimes this all gets too much.
What if your personality isn't that happy-go-lucky person? You have to appear to be a role model. You get made into a role model when you didn't intend to be someone that people look up to. Yes, there are younger people watching your content. There's millions of videos online, but people are choosing to watch you. So does that mean that you have to then be this happy, positive, Disney Channel type person? Or can you just be your angry, moody, critical self? You see it all the time where YouTubers have been in trouble for some of the things they've said, some of the things they've done, because people feel like they're not a good role model. Do parents rely heavily on YouTube as a parenting tool, which means that you have to change your aesthetic, you have to change yourself as a YouTuber to appear more family friendly because there's a younger generation watching you?
I personally don't like this argument because I get it a lot myself. People go, oh, you make inappropriate jokes, but you have kids watching you. Well, it's not my responsibility who watches my channel.
You're expected to create videos all the time. You're expected to be aware. You're expected to be woke. You're expected to speak on issues. There's a lot of expectations when you're a YouTuber. You are representing a massive community, so why aren't you talking about the issues in this community? You're representing a certain race. Why are you not speaking on the issues that this race is feeling? You're not uploading videos regularly. Why aren't you uploading videos regularly? I don't want to watch you anymore because you're taking a week off. These are all of the things that a lot of YouTubers have to face. There's almost an expectation. I expect you to follow everything I say. I expect you to be nice to me if you see me in public. I have the expectation that I'm allowed to turn up outside your house. I expect you not to clap back at me when I have a go at you. If you don't speak on the issues, then you don't care about the community, and I'm gonna unsubscribe to you. If you do speak about it, you're too politically involved. The issue with being a YouTuber and expectations is that you've chosen to share a part of your life. People will feel like they almost have a right to your privacy. Nobody has a right to somebody invading their privacy, but the thing is, when you involve somebody in every single moment of your life, the expectation that that person has is that they are allowed to be part of who you are. When you say to young viewers that you love them,
thank you guys so much, I love you, you guys know that
they should be allowed, if they're your friends or they're your family or they're your loved ones, then they should be allowed to turn up outside your house.
Do not come here because you are not invited.
Why are you not appreciating when your loved one is coming up to you? But you called me a loved one. I watched you say that every single day on your vlogs. People will expect to be part of your every single moment of your life.
Why would you want around 50 to 70, 80 people outside your house at all times?
Because they got you to where you are today. They bought your palettes, or they bought your merch, or they watch your videos.
But don't forget who got you to where you are. It's those same people who will keep you going or ruin you. You wanted the fame, you're famous, you have to accept it. You chose the fame, it didn't choose you. You just got lucky enough to actually be relevant.
They put you where you are, so why shouldn't they be allowed your privacy? Are you tough-skinned enough to deal with it?
I hate you.
But you still look ugly.
The mum is jealous, cuss.
she's ugly.
How is this stupid bitch so famous?
I have seen in my experience personally how many young people are extremely talented, but people are almost too scared of what other people will say. Even though there are people online making millions, there almost still seems to be this culture of it not being cool that you're on the YouTube, or the fact that people will take the mic. The comments that I received, people almost felt like they had a right to you. People almost felt like they had a right to say things to you. There are YouTubers out there that have to deal with so much abuse.
You're very ugly, and why is your effing stupid face like that?
And these are the comments that you constantly have to deal with being on YouTube. Constant criticism on the way you look, the way you act, the way you speak. Constant criticism on any type of video you put your heart and soul into.
I can't help but be so pissed at comments, and there's one that just like upset me so much.
And if you make a clap back, or you make a comment back at this person and address it, then you're a bully. You sent your 14 million fans after them. Do I have a responsibility for 14 million people? If you do not say anything, you are seen as avoiding the issue and that person being right. Comments on the internet these days seem to only be there for people to vent constructive feedback. That's what comments are there for. But when it becomes malicious, where do we draw the line? People make mistakes, and in this day and age, you're not allowed to make mistakes because you have to then do an apology for it. Now, if I don't want to do an apology because, yes, I made a mistake and I just want to write a quick status saying I shouldn't have said that, sorry, it's not acceptable. And if your video isn't good enough, if your video isn't long enough, or you don't appear genuine in your video, people will take your video apart. Look at your body language, look at if you're teary, look at if you're being fake. Your apology video could be accepted or it could be declined. That means you have to make another apology video based on your other apology video.
Second of all, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my apology video, which was the last video that I had posted on my channel, and I owe you guys a sincere apology.
On YouTube, if you make a mistake, people will hold you to that mistake for the rest of your life. You can make a mistake 12 years ago and people will still hold you to that mistake. You're not allowed to make mistakes, and you have to apologize if you make a mistake. You have to apologize to these millions of people that you don't know, because you chose to put a camera on and you chose to have these millions of people following you. And if you still want those millions of people following you, then for your mistakes, you have to apologize. YouTube gives rise to a lot of loneliness. You would imagine that you must have so many friends, and you see these people, this amazing lifestyle that they have. You go on their Instagrams, you go on their Snapchats, you follow their lives, and they seem to live these luxury lifestyles. But with that lifestyle comes quite a lot of loneliness. You spend all your days as a YouTuber worrying about videos and editing and staying relevant, that you almost forget to have normal social interactions. You don't have the time to do that because you're grafting so hard to do well on this platform.
I would hustle and hustle and hustle, and I pushed myself to upload so many times in summer, and then I would vlog every single day towards the end of the year, and it was just a lot, and I was like, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, like, I will push myself, I can do this.
It gives rise to a lot of loneliness because you have all these millions of people following you, have these millions of people holding onto every word, but truly in your own bedroom, in your own mind, you are just alone. As soon as you put a video up, you then sat waiting for people to give you approval, to tell you how amazing you are, and you become reliant on that. That's where anxiety and depression and a lot of mental illnesses rise from.
Built up this audience. I've done so much so quickly. And like, I don't just want to like throw all that in the bin and it just mean absolutely nothing.
You almost train your brain in thinking that it needs approval from other people, that your self-worth is relying on other people telling you, and if you don't get that, then you are a little bit worthless. Thousands and thousands of people telling you how worthless you are. It's a lot to deal with. Why did my video not do well? What is it that I did in the video that didn't do well as the others? The culture we live in, they're obsessed with numbers. Numbers for everything. How many likes did you get on a picture? How many followers do you have? How many subscribers do you have? Do you have enough? Should I be able to talk to you because you don't have that many subscribers? Should I be friends with you? We don't really have anything to gain from each other. Let me be friends with you because you have so many subscribers. Let me send you products because you have so much influence. Even YouTubers as yourself, you're obsessed with the numbers. You're obsessed with how many subscribers you have. Why are you losing subscribers? Why are you not gaining as many as you should? should. The numbers game is quite dangerous because what you are advertising is yourself. You're not advertising a product. But when people criticize you and when people don't watch you, they are criticizing who you are and your personality, and something that you cannot change. The harder you work on a video, the less views it gets, the more disheartening it is.
Have almost 184,000 subscribers. That a video that I just posted like 10 hours ago barely got 400 views.
To put so much hours, to put so much effort and dedication and not get the same views as somebody else who just did something controversial, it's very, very hard to do. Everybody's chasing numbers. Everybody wants views really, really quickly. People want viral videos. People want shock factor. People want drama. And you're compared to each other through successes. I can watch people who have only been doing it for a couple of months gain subscribers overnight. As a YouTuber, you're working day and night to hit that. You're climbing through millions and millions of videos every single day and trying to get your one noticed. And when it doesn't, what do? Who do you have to blame for that but yourself? Having to change yourself constantly to stay relevant, having to alter your personality, alter who you are to become relevant to a new generation. There was a time when you were 14 and you were speaking to 14-year-olds, then you turned 15, 16, 17, 18. Your followers grew up, and as they grew up, they moved on with their lives, they stopped watching, but the younger generation didn't. Which means that you then, in the next couple of years, have to stay relevant by changing your content constantly, all the time, to appeal to a newer generation that you are getting further and further away from.
I don't think Casper Lee is in general a bad person. I just think over time he's become a bit samey. I do understand why he has a dedicated audience, but he clearly hasn't adapted much.
Your own generation will not have as much time because they're building careers, buying houses, having children, whatever they're doing with their lives, but you're not relatable to the younger generation anymore because you grew up. How do you stay relevant? Do you change yourself completely? Do you change your channel? Do you stop doing something you absolutely love to do? That's a conversation you have to have. Being a niche is hard, like being a person of colour, being a woman of colour, being a woman of colour with a hijab, being a black woman of colour with a hijab. It's hard to be a niche market in such a big, swallowing platform like YouTube because you do just get left at the bottom. Being a niche, this is something I'm proud of. My culture is part of who I am and I want to stick to that and I want to have integrity. But also, is my niche gonna be the death of my channel? Is me making my channel too niche, making it too Asian, gonna be the death of my channel? Can I, as an Asian male, appeal to a wider audience? Can I, as an Asian male, still appeal to the same audience that my white counterparts are? Can me, as a woman, can I appeal to the male market, that vast majority of the male market? Can you be successful being a niche? Or do you have to completely change your branding to get to a newer level or to be successful? Young people are susceptible to buying something that you like. Advertisements on TV have prided themselves on using celebrities, using people who are famous to show off their perfumes, because if David Beckham's wearing it, then I want to wear it. The problem is, are YouTubers actually vetting what they are promoting, or are they just taking in anything? If your viewership isn't doing the best, then you can get sponsorships, you can get brand deals. If you aren't getting as much money because YouTube is changing the rules every week, then brand endorsements, brand deals, sponsored videos are the way forward. But are you as a YouTuber going to take on every sponsorship, or are you just going to take on the ones you've thought about and the ones that you've actually genuinely have interest in?
So Rachel and Jake Paul, they're promoting a scamming, gambling website to little children. Oh.
YouTubers have been promoting a website called EduBirdie, which allows you to basically pay for somebody else to do it for you.
Hannah Mojo went to her Instagram story to promote a scam, promoting these brushes that she said were free, but you actually had to pay the shipping for, which were $10, and when you search up the brushes, you can get them elsewhere for 20 cents per brush.
Do you, who turns down so many brand deals, do you then get put on a blacklist where advertisers think, I don't want to work with this person? They always decline offers because there's other YouTubers out there that are taking on everything. What if you're not brand friendly? What if you, as what you've been doing for such a long time, isn't making as much money and you want brand sponsorships, but you're not brand friendly? Should you change who you are to suit a brand? The lynch mob mentality has sort of developed over the last couple of years. I guess that comes from the apologizing culture as well of YouTubers that get lynched on. There's almost people ready to see other people suffer. Are we becoming part of a culture where when we see other people suffering, it almost makes us happy? Drama channels, commentary channels, these type of people are doing so well because people are obsessed with drama. We almost need drama to happen. Even as a consumer, you are almost attracted towards those that are causing so much drama. It's what sells at the moment. Drama sells more than sex. Now, if you're somebody who's not confrontational, doesn't really get into a lot of drama, can you be successful on YouTube? Every single media outlet will find any excuse to be able to criticize YouTubers. The fact of the matter is, normal media will never be happy for YouTubers because they do not have the power that YouTubers have. They're scared of the power that YouTube has. So it's easier to send a lynch mob after people than it is to send support somebody's way. So that's that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Now, it was looking at some of the darker aspects of YouTube, but I do need to end on this note. Being on YouTube is the most empowering and almost satisfying thing that you can possibly do. I personally find it amazing. I think every single person, if you're watching this as a YouTuber or you're watching this as a viewer, you need to take a break, or you need to allow your favorite content creators to take a break. And as a content creator, if you have a fan base made up of people who don't allow you to have a week off and will unfollow you, then I don't think you need that type of person. I get it's a career, and I get for people, they need every single subscriber and every video to be high because that's where they're making money and that's where they're paying rent. But the fact of the matter is, I'm much happier knowing that if it takes me 10 years to build up this loyal following, I'd rather wait 10 years to build up a loyal following than have fickle people that subscribe to everyone overnight and will unsubscribe to you as quick as they've subscribed to you. If you're someone out there that wants to create a channel, I 100% recommend you do it, but you have to realize the things that I've said. There's a lot more mentally, socially, emotionally that you have to deal with, and if you are strong enough to deal with that, then do it, and it could be the most life-changing things for you. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, to click the bell for the notifications. Also, if you want to comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. If there's other things that you think are part of the dark side of YouTube, feel free to sort of message me, comments, Twitter. I'm usually quite active on Twitter, so send me some messages there. And just, yeah, keep in touch. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in next week for a new video. Okay.